Hey, how's it going? Coach D here from All Out Athletes. And as performance coaches, we have studied thousands of mental skills of champions and attitudes all over the world to make you a better athlete, to help you become that champion that you desire to be. And one of the performance coaches that I have with me today is the great motivator, author, and professor in sports psychology, the athlete igniter, Dr. Gilbert. How you doing, Doc?
There was a little pause between the great.
because there's so many I could say, I didn't know which one to say. That's why.
So here's what we got today. We're going to talk about what kind of athlete, what kind of student are you? Are you coachable? And I just want to ask you one question. If you're progressing through school, if you're part of a team, I know you're willing to do what you have to do. You're willing to go to school. You're willing to do the homework. You're willing to show up at practice. Everybody is willing, or they wouldn't be on the team. Everybody is willing, or they wouldn't be in school. There's a whole different way of approaching this. Are you willing, or are you eager? Being a teacher, and Coach D being a coach, we know that we could spot the eagers immediately. You want to know why? There's so few of them. And
It's true.
it's just a certain energy. The eagers aren't necessarily the best players, but they're the most into it players. And we've talked about that before. So if you want to be a superstar, forget about willing. We know you're willing. Everybody's willing. But are you eager? That's a whole thing. So what we want to talk about today is eagerness and coachability. So take it from there, Coach D.
So eagerness. So you can tell if we're watching your practice and the coach is speaking. So you want to be the most coachable. So number one, do you accept feedback? How eager are you to accept that feedback? What does it look like? Well, we could sit there when the coach is speaking, or do you stand behind the coach when the coach is talking? Are you front and center? Are you hungry? Do you have those hungry eyes, right? Are you hungry? Are you trying to eat up everything the coach says? Or are you standing on the side kind of like, well, I get it. Yeah, come on. Can we just play? I know when I work with a lot of athletes, their face says, come on, coach, just throw us the ball. We just want to play. But then there's that one or two athletes that have that hungry look on their face that says, I'm with you, coach. Let's do this. Because their goals are much higher than everybody else. It's that eagerness in their eyes that tells me, let's do this. I'm with you. And what they keep in mind is the goals at the end, the championship at the end that they want. The athlete that they want to be never leaves their mind. And that creates the hunger and eagerness that Dr. Gilbert's talking about.
So let me ask you the athlete, what athletes do you see on TV? What athletes do you see when you go to their games that are eager, and watch how they play? So Coach D, give me an eager athlete. Give me an eager basketball player.
An eager basketball player?
A basketball player who might be a point guard from Canada.
All right, there was this, are we talking about Steve Nash? Is that what you're talking about? So Steve Nash, I have a buddy of mine who watched Steve Nash train, and he said for 45 minutes, the only thing Steve Nash did was have his little trainer dude pass him a ball, and Steve Nash would grab the ball and rip it into a shooting position as quick as he possibly could. And every time he did it, he said to his coach, how was that? Every single time. He did it again. He threw it to the side, ripped it in. He said, coach, how was that? Every single time he did it, he asked for feedback. He was eager. He wanted to know how good it was. How can it get better? Every time. Then after about 20 minutes, he said, okay, now throw some of the balls down by my knee. Throw them down by my ankle. And he would get the ball and rip it into a shooting position. And so my buddy went over and asked him, like, why did you – he took 45 minutes, and he asked for feedback every single time. So my buddy went over and asked Steve Nash about it. And Steve Nash said, if everybody worked as hard as I did, I'd be out of the league. And he said that he knows he has to get a shot off quick. So he just takes one small part of the game, and he wants to master it. He wants to be the expert in taking the ball, put it in a shooting position. Once he masters that, then he wants to master another skill. He's not there to be good. He's there to master it. That's his eager, and you could see it. He's so eager to want to know how can I get better? Just tell me. And he constantly, continuously, consistently asks questions to be better. Is that you? Is that you? Do you follow the coach afterwards? Say, how did I do today, coach? What can I do? What can I do at home? What can I do to get better? I want to be changed next week. When I come back to you next week or tomorrow or the next day or 3 days from now, I want to change. Are you that eager to be the best? Do you go out of your way? Because I know a lot of athletes, they go out of the way to go out with their friends, to go to a party or something. Do you go out of your way to get your game to another level? That no matter what they teach you, it's never enough. You always want more. That is eagerness. That is all-out hunger.
So what does this mean for you? I'm afraid to even ask you the question. When's the last time a class ended and you went up to the teacher and said, how can I learn more about this? This subject interests me. How can I learn more about it? I bet you never did that. I know in 40 years of teaching, only 8 times is any student ever asked me how they can learn more about something. How to get extra credit, that was
Right.
8,000 times. So, if you have the guts, go up to the coach and say, Coach, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10, I'm the most eager player you've ever coached, and 1, I'm the least eager. What would you rate me? What do I have to do to get to a 10?
That's great.
And then do what the coach said. Well, you got to come early. You got to stay late. You got to da. When I'm talking, your eyes are looking in the air. Your coach knows. Your coach, see, you're looking at the coach, but the coach is also looking at you. So we want you to be eager about being eager. Get into the word, write the word eager and put it over your bed. I don't care how good you are. I want you to be the most eager student and the most eager athlete.
Doc, that is absolute great advice. How can you be the most eager athlete? And it's true. When I talk to coaches, who do coaches talk about? They talk about those players who want more and more and more, who challenge the coach. That challenges the coach because most coaches, honestly, most coaches look at athletes like they don't know anything because they don't bring that energy and eagerness with them to want to know more. Because you have a coach who's been around the game, a teacher like Dr. Gilbert, who's been around for how long? A long time. They have a lot of information and nobody picks their brain. Nobody goes out of their way. So once again, everything we talk about has nothing to do with us. It's all up to you. The 10 most powerful 2-letter words. If it is to be, it is up to me. It is up to me. And it's all up to you. It's all about you. Thanks, Doc, and we'll see everybody next week. Hey, Coach D here. Thank you for joining us tonight. We got over a lot of things tonight. If you can just take one thing and add it to your training to help you get to the next level, that would make you a changed athlete. And on next week's All Out Athletes Think Like a Champion podcast, Thursday night, 8 p.m., how do you deal with feelings? What if you don't feel like it? How do you get psyched up when you're psyched out? How do you get into it when you feel out of it? Join us. And if you want us to come and ignite the fire within your organization, just email us, alloutathletes@gmail.com. And if you want that eagerness to boost your desire, join me Monday mornings. I give a locker room speech at 8 a.m. to boost your energy and focus so you can train like a champion. We'll see you then for your Monday morning igniter. Lions are the best hunters. They want to be the best. Eyes in front like to hunt. But lambs, horses, and birds, eyes on the side, like to hide. Who are they hiding from? They're hiding from the best. Are you hiding from the best? Oh, I don't want to play that team. They beat us by 30 last time. Hopefully they'll only beat us by 20. Are you the hunter or are you the prey? You don't have to be the best to train at your best. If you're not at your best, you have no chance against the best. Then you'll never be the hunter. You'll spend your whole sports career as the prey. You're either hunting for the best or you're being hunted by the best.